Hey everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. Did everyone check out the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday? It was pretty good, wasn't it? Sure, there was no F-Zero or Star Fox, but hey, you can't win them all, can you? With more good titles than bad titles, it was quite a solid Direct, with some of the title reveals being fairly obvious, to some being pretty surprising. I don't think I'll end up getting all of the games, but these were the good ones that caught my attention. First up was Mario and Luigi Brothership. It's been about 9 years since the last game in the series came out, so it was pretty cool to see this. Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance is probably one of my all-time favourite Nintendo games ever, so to see the series announced for the Switch just got me really excited. It looks great, it sounds great, and looks like it plays great too. Next game that caught my attention was MIO, Memories in Orbit. This game looks like it's a Metroidvania type platformer sort of game, but the thing that really grabbed my attention was the art style. I mean, look at it. The graphics are practically like a hand-drawn piece of art. It's got a release date for next year, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer for this one. Now this one made me jump right out of my seat. Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. This was on my predictions and wish list. Yeah, sure, it's another remake, I know, but the Switch has needed a brand new Donkey Kong game for so long, they couldn't have picked a better game to remake. I'm hoping the game does quite well and has a lot of interest behind it, because if it does, hopefully we could get more Donkey Kong in the future. The next game that really stood out for me was Dragon Quest III. The series has always been fairly popular, and this looks like it's going to elevate it even more. There was talk of this game being announced before the Direct, so it wasn't really much of a surprise. However, it was a surprise when they announced that they were also remaking parts 1 and 2. That was really great news. And plus, the 2D HD art style looks absolutely amazing for this game as well. Next up was the NSO games, and they really caught my attention with these ones. We got Zelda: A Link to the Past 4 Swords, which would be really cool as it's got online play added to it. Metroid Zero Mission was also announced, and one I was hoping would turn up sooner rather than later. They then showed Turok for the N64, which was a really nice surprise as well. But the best one that was also on my wish list was Perfect Dark. I am so happy they've announced this. This is really great news. The Marvel vs. Capcom collection they announced was a very big surprise. I was not expecting it, and it was very welcome. To see these games come to the Switch was very cool in my opinion. I think without a doubt this was definitely one of my personal highlights of this entire Direct. I think I was so happy I could hear my inner child screaming at the screen. I wasn't expecting a Mario Party game, but we got one. Super Mario Party Jamboree. This was a nice surprise and looks really good, to be honest. It's themed around an island resort and will feature large maps. It's been a few years since we had the last Mario Party, and this one comes out in the next few months, so I can't wait for this one. Next up came Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Now this game had been rumoured right before the Direct had come out, but we didn't know what we were going to see. As it turns out, it was indeed a Zelda game where you play as Zelda. It looks like it uses Link's Awakening Switch version engine for the graphics, and to be honest, looks pretty alright. The gameplay and the mechanics look fun and interesting, so I'm excited to see how this one turns out. No Wind Waker or Twilight Princess, but hey, there's always next year. The next game that got my attention was Tales of the Shire. Now this isn't the first time we've seen this game, but we got to see a little bit more of the game itself at the Direct. Tales of the Shire is obviously designed to be more of a cozy style game, but as a fan of Lord of the Rings, I am really interested in trying this game out, so it is definitely on my radar. Last and most definitely not least is Metroid Prime 4. I never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are. Not just on my wish list, but on many people's wish lists as well. This is a game that many thought wouldn't be coming out for the Switch after all, but we were treated to an amazing trailer and the game looks phenomenal. Yes, we have to wait till 2025 for this game, but I have a feeling it's gonna be worth it. So those were my standout games from the Nintendo Direct. What were yours? Let me know in the comments. But for now, thanks for watching the video. If you want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.